song, please?
Of course. 1, 2, you know what to do. Hail
to the Thompson Tigers. We're true to the black and gold. Fight on
with courage, now and forever. Victory
strong and
bold.
bold. Fight. Hail to the Thompson Tigers.
I'll do for all to see.
Fight. Tigers, fight. Lead us to victory. Team.
Great. Awesome. That was the best one yet, guys. Anyway, all right, we're going to move into roll call. Attorney General Robinson.
Hey, hi, everyone. Okay, give me 1 second. All right. Treasurer Eagle.
Present.
Vice President DeVoe.
Present.
President Dion.
Present.
Chief of Staff Ambush.
Present.
Director Nduka.
Present.
Assistant Director Walton. Assistant Director Bello. Director Whiteside.
Present.
Director Fishkin.
Present.
Director Truskowska.
Present.
Director Perot. Director Kapoor. Assistant Director Ferguson.
Present.
Solicitor Whiting.
Present.
Director White.
Present.
Director Moody.
Present.
Director Dieme.
Present.
Director Brown.
Present.
Director Kemp. Director Hogarth. Assistant Director Banks. Representative Blumenau.
Present.
Director Siddiq. Assistant Director Truesdale.
Present.
Pro Temp Wheeler.
Present.
Senator Dixon.
Present.
Senator Watts.
Present.
Senator Kinsey. Senator Goodman.
Present.
Senator Harding.
Present.
Senator Tutsy.
Present.
Senator Teklu.
Present.
Sorry, guys. Senator Eaglin.
Present.
Senator Rink.
Present.
Senator Thaxton.
Present.
Chief Justice Foreman.
Present.
Deputy Justice Sherman.
Present.
Justice Egmunine.
Present.
Thank you, everyone. And the senator count will be given in a second.
Thank you so much. All right, we'll now move into the approval of the minutes. Are there any amendments to the last meeting's minutes? Hearing none, we'll consider them approved. Are there any amendments to the agenda? Then we will follow the agenda as written. Today we have one guest speaker. That is Margaret Paulson. Please correct me if I'm mispronouncing your name. From Alumni Relations. Are you here with us today?
I am, and you did my name perfectly.
Awesome. All right, well, the floor is all yours, and then we'll save questions to the end.
Perfect. Would I be able to share my screen?
Thank you.
Bear with me one moment, y'all. Okay. Can everybody see that? So my name is Margaret Paulson. as Jordan said, I am the Young Alumni and Student Outreach Coordinator in the Office of Alumni Relations, and I am a 2011 graduate. I earned my bachelor's degree in environmental science when I was here. So when I was here, I wasn't the most involved student. I did live on campus, though, 3 out of my 4 years here. And one of my fondest memories that I have from being on Towson's campus was Snowmageddon, my junior year. So 2010, we had the 2 really large back-to-back snowstorms. So everybody talks about sledding by Smith Hall. Well, I lived in Towson Run, and before the West Village Garage was there was a small hill over there. So a bunch of my apartment mates and other friends from Towson Run, we went sledding down by Towson Run. As you can see in my middle picture, we used trash bags and not the trays from the cafeterias. So those are just some pictures from when I was here at Towson, football game my freshman year, snow pictures, fun floor acrobatics, and then graduation photo. So enough about me. Let's talk about the Alumni Association. So the great thing about the Alumni Association is it's free. Once you graduate, you're automatically a member. You don't have to pay to join. It's a free lifetime membership, and we have a wide variety of events, benefits, and services that we offer. So we do a wide variety of events from virtual to in person. So with COVID, we started holding virtual events, which include cooking classes, mixology classes, brewery tastings, and webinars on different topics like tax information, real estate, and alumni artist panels, just to give some few ideas. And in-person events, we do social events, networking events, and regional events. Some of our more popular events include brewery tours, cookouts. Every year we go to Florida for spring training for the Orioles and have a crab feast down there. We've gone axe throwing, which is one of my favorite ones. And then for students, we hold accepted student cookouts in the summer. And then for our graduating students, we hold senior and recent grad week. And those are just some pictures from our events. So cooking class, crab feast, axe throwing, homecoming festival, and then we did a webinar on influential women in youth history. And we did that one actually today, which was really cool to hear. Some of the programs we offer include our Alumni Alliance programs, which are our Alumni Alliances are groups of alumni that share common interest, and that can be based off of regional locations, activities that you participated in as a student, or social interests. So some of our current alliances include our Jewish Tigers Alumni Alliance, Business and Leadership Alumni Alliance, and Southern California. We also offer scholarships and grants. So each spring we offer applications. We can award up to about 16 scholarships for the following fall semester. And then we also have professional development grants and community grants that students, faculty, staff can apply for community grants. We have our Tiger Mentor Network, where you can sign up and connect with an alumni mentor as a student, or once you graduate and become an alum, you can sign up and become a mentor for current students, or even get a mentor as an alum, so alum to alum connection. We also have different awards programs. So the one that would be most relevant for everyone here would be our 20 Tigers in their 20s, which recognizes the achievements or contributions that have positively impacted our young alumni, whether it be professionally or their community. So we like to recognize our alumni. Some of our more popular benefits and discounts are listed here. Tiger Connect is our alumni online community where you can register for our events, connect with other alumni, join our alumni alliances, and see our other benefits and services that we offer. We have a discount ticket program, which includes discounts to Hershey Park, Medieval Times, the Maryland Zoo, and the aquarium. Alumni also have access to career fairs after they graduate, and then they also have access to Handshake, which is the job database hosted by the Career Center. And one of our other more popular things is our alumni admissions nomination waiver, where alumni can nominate an incoming student and waive their $45 application fee. So it's a really nice touch point. All of our benefits and services are listed on our website at alumni.towson.edu, so feel free to visit. We also have social media. So we post all of our events, news, articles, anything that we think might be of interest to our alumni on our social media channels, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn. Everything is posted there. We love to stay connected with our alumni, so we love to chat on those platforms as well. So just to recap, I know I went over that really quickly and it was not everything that we offer, but it's free. It's a great way to connect with our other alumni. We have a ton of fun events, discounts, and giveaways. One of the best benefits, I think, of being part of the Alumni Association is to share a sense of community with other alumni at all of our fun events. And we always have giveaways at all of our events. And just a quick blurb, we have 2 upcoming events that may be of interest to everyone. Next Wednesday, we have our Business and Leadership Alumni Alliance hosting a Navigating Your Career Search event at 12 p.m. And then at the beginning of May, we have Senior and Recent Grad Week. So graduating seniors and students, just keep an eye out on your email. We're hosting a week of webinars and also a chance to get your photos professionally taken at 2 of the Tigers on campus. So, like I said, I'm Margaret Paulson. Feel free to ask any questions. We're always looking for new ideas and ways to connect with our students and future events that you guys might be interested in.
Thank you so much, Margaret. We appreciate you so much joining us today. Again, I apologize for the background noise. Does anyone have any questions for Margaret concerning the Alumni Association or any of the benefits? Well, if not, thank you so much for joining us today. I tell all of our guest speakers, don't feel obligated to stay for the duration of the meeting, but if you're interested in what we're doing, feel free to stay. But if not, we'll move on to student concerns and public participation. Are there any student concerns today? Okay, if not, we'll move into communications. Advisors' remarks.
Chief of Staff Ambush, can you allow me to please share my screen? Thank you so much. Good to see everybody today on this Tuesday, March 30. Hopefully everyone's doing well and kind of gotten back into a routine of not just classes, but just all the responsibilities that you all hold. I have 2 major things I wanted to share with you all. I touched on this last week. This first one, I touched on it last week in my report at the time, but I want to give more detail. So hopefully everyone can see the screen. I can't tell if you can't, so I could always share this out. But either way, like I mentioned last week, we're in the election season. And so I was able to have a conversation earlier today to formalize all the dates and make sure everything was in order for us to move forward. And when I say us, I'm talking about the Election Commission, which most of you, if not all of you, are not a part of, but there might be 1 or 2 in the sphere that might be. So I just want to be inclusive of that. It's really important to note that April 5th, which is next Monday, will be the opening of the registration timeline. So that's where you go into Involved Into You and you fill out your what would be a registration application to identify yourself as a potential candidate for the upcoming election. That window will close on April 16th at about 4 p.m. And again, Involved Into You will outline any additional details that I'll provide here. We will have a candidate meeting on that same day when registration closes. So that'll be candidate meeting number 1. And then there's candidate meeting number 2 on April 19th. Debates on the 26th. There's a very specific element around the expense reports that are due on the 27th of April. And then the elections will be opened on the 28th and 29th. And then we will make an initial announcement of results on the 29th of April as well. That's typically around 5 o'clock. And I say initial because we're not sure what we're going to see by way of registration numbers. So just keep in mind that what I didn't provide here is that there is a second election set of dates that are in the election policy in terms of like typically if we don't feel like the Senate and the executive branch positions by way of the first election, then we will push it to a second election, which is the preceding week or the week after, sorry. So those are the main dates that I think everyone needs to know about. Chris Rendash and Marlena Weiss, who work out of student activities, work hand in hand with the Election Commission. Chris, who is a full-time staff member, if you don't already know him, he actually is the advisor to the commission. But I gave you both their sets of emails because I think it's important for you all to have multiple contacts in case you have any questions. And if, Marlena is unable to answer your question, she'll go right to Chris. But both of them have direct connection to the election commission, and they will field all concerns that come up during the election process. And so if, for example, there's like a violation of the election policy or guidelines, they manage all that. I am kind of external to the process. I do get involved if there are violations, but I do my best to let Chris, Marlena, or whoever's in Marlena's position that assists Chris and the commission to do the work that they need to do. So I do have a healthy distance, but I get this information because it's important in case people come to me with questions, but it's also important for me to share with you all. So going to the notes, make sure to share this with people within your networks. The election season this year will be hopefully better than last year. We went through a lot, and it was really difficult, but we did have a very successful election season where we had two main tickets and, we had a healthy debate. And so we're looking forward to more and more students expressing interest in the upcoming administration. So whatever you can do to spread the word, involved the TU is your main point of contact by way of like the registration application and things like that. So if you want more information, please go there. And I provided you the URL. We definitely going to need some help with the Senate and judicial branches in terms of filling those roles. I've been at Towson. I'm coming up on the end of my third year on April 18th. And so I've gone through, which I think this will be my third election cycle. Those two branches are oftentimes the hardest to fill. And I think the executive branch of the 100th administration could attest to that, as could other executive branches in years past. I'm not sure why that is, but we want to do whatever we can to get more and more people interested in these positions because they, as you all know, are vital to the success of the organization and all those things that I could probably continue to outline. So whatever help you all can provide, that would be fantastic. So get people not only interested in the executive branch, but the Senate branch and the judicial director positions, all that kind of stuff. The director positions won't be part of the election cycle. That's something, those are positions that are typically that are appointed for the most part. But at the same time, let's generate interest. Let's get the word out. Let's do our part. And so you'll start to see more and more information start to come out from at least student activities in other areas. And I know Chris and Marlene are going to be working with members of this administration to get the word out through all your channels. One thing I do need to make a very important note about: no one that is choosing to run for any of the positions that are eligible for election can start campaigning until after 4 o'clock on April 16th. So if we catch wind, or sorry, not we, the election commission catches wind of someone that identifies themselves as a candidate, say on April 7th, well, that's a violation of policy. So please make sure that when you're talking to people about this, that you tell them you can't tell people about this until April 16th after 4 o'clock. And that is going to be clearly defined in the election policy. If you have any questions about that, again, go back to Chris and go back to Marlena. The next set of information that I have, which is very different, but before I go on, does anyone have any questions about the elections before I move into the next set of information, which won't take very long?
Are we supposed to be looking at your screen?
Oh, it's not up? My bad.
No.
Oh, I'm so sorry. See, that's
I didn't want to interrupt you. I was like,
well, I'll share it again. So here you go. But now all the information is there. So you heard what I said. So it's shared right there. Does anyone have any questions about the elections though? Before I move forward, I apologize for not sharing. Okay. The next set of information is very different. It's related to on-campus positions, as maybe all of you at this point know. Hopefully you do. The university departments typically start hiring around this time. Some do kind of like a rolling hiring process, meaning they do it more on a semesterly basis or when openings come up. Some departments like mine and student activities, we are very seasonal. So we're recruiting now for our fall 21, spring 22 timeline. But I encourage everyone that will remain on campus next year to consider an on-campus position. Handshake is a great resource, not just for on-campus positions, but also external opportunities. And again, hopefully by now all of you know this. So this is kind of just reiterating maybe what you already know, but maybe some of you don't. So Handshake is a great resource, and you will see up to this point live positions that are available. And then if you have any issues, whether it be accessing Handshake or creating your login or doing any of the things that you need to do in order to be more mindful of what's going on campus and external campus, please contact the Career Center because there are some really great opportunities out there. And so I'm not going to plug any one department or the other. You know, I do represent one, but I'm not going to do that because that's not fair to everybody else. But there are so many different employment opportunities. And studies have shown and data has shown, like if you work on campus, there's a higher likelihood that you will have more academic and success as well as developing your personal and professional networks. And I can go on and on and on about that kind of stuff. But please keep these things in mind as we continue to move into the return to campus environment, meaning more people on campus and more things like that, because these positions will continue to be available and they will grow. And it's not just for the Student Government Association, it's for everybody that might be tuning in today. And so hopefully it's all captured on record. Again, I apologize for not sharing my screen earlier the way I should have, but the information is right there and I will make sure to share it with the appropriate folks within the SGA to put it on record. With that, I yield.
Okay, thank you, Advisor Braley. Appropriations Committee?
No report.
Okay, Government Operations Committee?
Hello everyone. I hope everyone's having a good day. The committee has deemed the CAB's financial policy bill and the awards ceremony bill both favorable with some slight amendments that were made. And with that, I yield.
Okay, thank you. Rules Committee is next. Happy Tiger Tuesday, everyone. I just want to let you guys know that yes, Rules Committee, we are still going over the SJ election policy and we should be finished with that this Thursday. Yes, we should be finished with that. And with that, I yield. President Dion.
Hi, everyone. I hope you guys are having a great Tuesday and a great start to your week. Really, all I've been doing is beginning the process of planning for SGA's transition for next year. So I'm just working on several end of the year events, such as the Student Leadership Awards, banquet, and inauguration. I've been working with Director Kapoor, Chief of Staff Ambush, and Advisor Bailey. And when dates are finalized, we will let you guys know as soon as possible. And with that, I yield.
Thank you. Treasurer Eagle.
Hi, everyone. To the senators, if you could please continue to push out budget deadlines and all that, and including the website link into your emails, that would be really appreciated. And with that, I yield.
Thank you. Attorney General Robinson.
Hi everyone, happy Tiger Tuesday. So I have been working on a bill that I proposed when I was a senator. Was it last year or was it this year? It was last year now. So I've been doing some research on that. So it's really exciting. I can't wait till it comes out for you guys. And this week is my pre-meeting. I'm basically gonna just be talking about most of the things that we went over for retreat. I know some people weren't present at retreat, so it'll just be a little refresher for those that were and some new information for those that weren't. So I look forward to it. And with that, I yield.
Okay, thank you. We are all looking forward for your legislation. All right, Chief of Staff Ambush.
Happy Tiger Tuesday, everyone. So I know a lot of people sent me emails today. Something popped up in my life that required me to be away from my computer most of the day. But I did see everyone's emails and you will all be getting responses probably tonight. So I apologize for that. I am working on banquet and inauguration. So everyone knows what that means. I am currently in chief of staff for the end of the year mode. So I am doing a lot of end of the year stuff. There will be information about transition materials going out. To kind of give you an overview, I have everyone's or most people's transition materials from when they submitted it in October. I am going to go through it and then I'm going to ask everyone to spend April and then the end part of May just kind of updating for the spring. I will be adding edits to people's transition materials. I promise it's not because your transition materials are bad. I do have to add things for in the case we are in person. So if you are an SJ member who's been in this position last year and did in-person programming, if you could update your transition materials to like reflect both the online and the in-person differences, that would be a big help to me because I am going to be using a lot of just memory and just asking people like what they did pre-COVID. So that is what I'm going to be doing. Just because it's the end of the year doesn't mean SGA is over yet. We still have events. If you have an event in April or the start of May, your event proposal should have been in probably like a week ago. So please submit those like as soon as possible. It is the end of the year. It is getting busy. Many SGA members have events, Tiger Fest coming up, different parts of the universities having awards and banquets. So if you really want an event to happen in April or May, you need to submit that as soon as possible just to make sure we can get that date down because we can't be arguing with the university over dates at this moment. It is the end of the year. So as everyone should remember, you should have 3 educational or community service events before the banquet. It is a mandatory requirement to go to the banquet. So what does that mean? Just 3 events or community service or, like 2 educational, 1 community service. You can interchange them at Towson University. That form's been up for a while. I can resend the link in the group me if anyone needs it. But a lot of SGA members are having really good educational events coming up. Director Kemp had an event last Thursday, which everyone should have went to, which counts as an educational event. So everyone should put that down. So getting that 3 shouldn't be too difficult. And yeah, I will not be at the pre-meeting this Thursday, but there is a lot of links that I need to send out. I'm not going to be there because of personal reasons. So those links will be sent out before the pre-meeting. And group A, we are still going to meet on Thursday because I know we haven't met for, I think, 2 weeks now. So we are going to meet this Thursday at 6 o'clock. Sorry, I spoke really fast. If anyone has any questions, let me know. And with that, I yield.
Thank you. Department of Academic Affairs.
Happy Tiger Tuesday, everyone. I'm sorry if you can't hear me because of my voice, but if you haven't seen on the group chat, I put like a message that says like here if you're a first generation student, or you can just like text me. I'm trying to like I would just like need like a moment of your time, like either like a video or quotes. I'll like reach out to everyone that liked the message or reaches out to me. Also, I don't know if you guys know, but I'm also kind of with this initiative, I'm also doing it for like a class. So I will be having a survey for my research class. So I will send that out on the group chat. So look out for that. And with that, I yield.
Thank you. Department of Campus Activities.
Hi everybody, so just a couple of things. If you missed it, you did reveal our themes and artists for Tiger Fest. So Monday, April 12th, it's Met Gala with Lucky Day. Wednesday, April 14th is Cap Carnival with Giveon. And Friday, April 16th, it's Around the World with Joanne Shenandoah, Pamuya, Ambar Lucid, and MC Hot Dog. So that's our, Tiger Fest week with some stuff coming up. So just stay tuned for that. Also tonight, we have an event called Burning at Both Ends with burnout expert Rachel Sheeran. She's gonna be talking about, learning how to manage burnout in your college career and beyond. And finally, CAB is hiring for next semester. So if you know anyone who would be a good fit for CAB, our applications are on our website, www.towsoncab.org, and Handshake. And with that, I yield.
Thank you. It's not pretty sure, my bad. Department of Civic Engagement.
Hello, everyone. I hope everyone's had a good start to your weeks. The Andrew Goodman Foundation reached out to me and they are hoping to plan an event with us. The details aren't exact right now, but I will keep you all updated on that. And there will also be a sustainability event on Earth Day or during the Earth Week. Freshman Council's putting that together. And I'm sure the representative will talk about that more. And I am looking at a couple pieces of legislation that I'm interested in writing for our GAs. So senators, I'll be reaching out to a couple people. And yeah, with that, I yield.
Thank you. Department of Communications. Department of Communications. Okay, Department of Community Outreach.
Happy Tiger Tuesday, everybody. Pot of Gold last week was a success. It was so nice to show our appreciation to all the dining services employees, well, all of them that were working during the hours we came. But it was fun. They were really surprised. None of them knew what was about to happen. So we're excited. We want to do something like this again for like a different service group. Director Kapoor brought up the idea to Vice President DeVoe and I that maybe we should try ABM next time. The people who do like the custodian work on campus, and I thought that would be a great idea to keep the gratitude going. Again, just I don't want to repeat everything that Chief of Staff Ambush already said about the three programs that you guys have to have in order to go to the banquet. Just make sure you guys get that out the way sooner than later. And with that being said, I yield.
Thank you. Department of Diversity and Inclusion.
Happy Tiger Tuesday, everyone. I just wanted to put you all on notice about some events that the CSD is having this week. First of all, this is, trigger warning, this is Sexual Assault Awareness Month. So a lot of the events that they're going to be doing that are larger events are about sexual assault awareness. Specifically, please put April 8th on your calendar. That will be Take Back the Night. That's one of the larger events that Towson University has as a whole during this month. And in addition to that, the CSD is going to be doing an event with a keynote speaker on how to support survivors of sexual assault. And that will be on April 1st. In addition to that, please keep your eye out for more information about Not at TU that will be happening towards the end of April. And so I'm trying my very, very hardest to make sure that it is something that everybody can be a part of. So please keep your eye out on that about how you can be engaged and an active part of Not at TU this year. With that, I yield.
Okay. Chief of I know you said Department of Health and Wellness is not here, but do they still have a report that they are?
Not today.
Thank you. Okay, Department of Higher Education.
She is also out, so I do have her report. She says, huge thank you to everyone who attended and donated to our arts integration marathon last Thursday. We saw some amazing performances and heard from some amazing organizations. Thank you all for the support before, during, and after the event. Hopefully, we can make this an annual thing. We've raised over $900 for Jubilee Arts and Baltimore Youth Arts. The donation link is still live until April 2nd, and you can still donate. Please share the link with any and everybody, and I will send the link as soon as I can get it.
Thank you. And yes, everyone, if you can, please, please, please donate. All right. Vice President, you said you want to take over here, correct?
Yeah, no, I'm good. Sorry about that, everyone. Department of Legislative Affairs.
Hi, everyone. Happy Tiger Tuesday. Hope you're all doing well. I don't really have anything too new. I'm still hearing back from legislators in terms of setting up different meeting times, if anybody is still interested in talking to them. I'm also kind of updating the Google Doc as we go, just with any bill updates. I'm really excited for some legislation that's kind of coming out within our SGA, as well as that I'm kind of seeing on the Maryland General Assembly site. And I'm also super excited for all of these amazing events coming up. It sounds really awesome. And I'm just very grateful for all of you. And with that, I yield.
All right, thank you so much, Director Truskowska, Department of Special Projects.
Okay, hi everyone. I hope you're having a good week. So 3 things. First, tomorrow is mid-semester pick-me-up. So if you signed up to have a pick-me-up, you'll see Courtney or I. So that's really exciting. Second, the Salad Awards deadline has been extended till this Friday, so you still have time to either nominate yourself or nominate someone else. And third thing is, like Chief of Staff Ambush said, the school year is not over yet and SG is not over. So keep submitting your event proposals and we can start talking about in real life events. So that's really exciting and we're starting to talk about it. So if you guys have any ideas or even just want to brainstorm, please reach out to me and I'd love that. With that, I yield.
Amazing. All right, we'll move on to Department of Marketing.
Her audio is not working, but she has no report.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. Department of Student Organizations. Okay. That's all right. Department of New Student Development.
Hi, everyone. So I just want to let everyone know tomorrow is the last day for people to join, for freshmen to join freshman council. So after tomorrow, we will not be accepting any more new members. In addition, I want to let you guys know about the FYE leader position. It just opened. And with that position, you just help out during Welcome to TU. So you help out new and incoming students get settled into campus. You only work 1 weekend. But it's a lot of great experience. You get to meet a lot of people and gain some leadership skills. And that application ends April 15th and it's located on Handshake. And with that, I yield.
Amazing. Definitely consider applying. All right, and we'll now move on. Do we have a representative from the Northeastern campus today? If not, we'll move on to Maryland Higher Education Council representative. Is Director Kemp present today? I don't believe they met, so we can move forward.
Towson Northeastern is here, but I have nothing to add.
That's okay. Thank you so much for being here. We love to hear your voice, but that's fine. We'll move on to Athletic Affairs representative.
How's it going, everybody? Not too much for today. Gymnastics starts the regionals on Friday. This coming Friday. Some of the teams that are going to be there are UCLA, Ohio State, Penn State. So it's super cool that Towson Gymnastics is actually competing for a national championship. And besides that, it's been good to see. I've noticed a couple people out at the baseball games. I know I've seen Isaiah at mostly all the games, so that's super cool. I appreciate the support, and with that, I yield.
Awesome, and granted, Pro Temp Wheeler, if you didn't excuse yourself already. All right, we'll move on to Freshman Council representative.
Hi. Oh, sorry, I had to mute myself. You said freshman council representative, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Hey, everyone. I'm a freshman council representative, but freshman council has an event on April 1st. It's like a comedy night. So look on our Instagram for the info for that. We've been advertising it. And we actually have 3 more Tigers. These are the last Tigers joining us for the year. They're being confirmed on Wednesday, which is super exciting. And yeah, thank you. With that, I yield.
Amazing. Thank you so much. I love following you all's social media right now. It's so fun. All right. You go all follow if you haven't. All right. Office of the Solicitor General.
Happy Tiger Tuesday, everyone. So I have a few events coming up next week, including the African American Comic Book Festival. It's going to be on Saturday. I believe that the flyer is on the Instagram, but I will put that in the chat. If you know anyone who's interested in like the arts or just comic books in general, please pass that along to them and come out if you're also interested. I did have a meeting with the Resource Planning and Advisory Committee over the last week. I'll have my full report posted on the Google Doc, but for now, I'll just give you an overview. So with the new legislation to do away with standardized testing, there is a precedent being set with this new class that's coming in. So there's going to be a lot of monitoring of their GPAs, how they're able to handle classes in terms of like math and reading. And then they're also looking to create a math boot camp for students who are transitioning into their freshman year, just to make up for the issues that they may have had with not being in person for their senior year. There will also be increased staffing in the Towson Counseling Center to account for some of the mental health problems that have come from COVID as we transition on campus. And with that, I yield.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you taking such an active role in this position. Amazing reports, everybody. I am just going to reiterate what Director Brown mentioned earlier. Pot of Gold was such a glowing experience. It was a really great time showing our appreciation to dining service workers. We appreciate Solicitor General Whiting as well as Assistant Director Ferguson that came out to show support. You all are amazing. And we'd love to expand that to more groups on campus, especially our housekeeping and facilities staff. But yeah, and I will just emphasize lastly, senators continue to sign up for legislation that's proposed by students as well as your colleagues within SGA, and know that legislation is not the only way you can go about creating change on Towson's campus. So please take advantage of the Department of Special Projects to plan high impact events for the remainder of the year. But with that, I yield. Are there any opinions of the court?
For this week, we do not have an opinion of the court. However, we will in the upcoming week or so, as the judicial branch will be reviewing an appeal.
Great, thank you so much. All right, we'll now move into new business. Pro Tem Wheeler.
Okay, are there any motions on the floor?
Senator Teddy, I move that we review, I can't see the agenda anymore. See the bill number? Thank you. That we review Senate Bill number 3.
Is there a second?
Senator Goodman, I second that.
Is there any discussion? If not, we'll now move into a vote to review Senate Bill number 3. All those in favor? All opposed? Abstaining? And Attorney General Robinson, who was the senator count?
It was 10, including you, but I see one senator came in late, so it's 11, including you.
Thank you. All right. Okay, 9 in favor. The motion passes.
Please give me 1 second, Pro Tem Wheeler. I'm just pulling up the presentation.
Oh, no, you're fine. All right, everyone. So today we're going to be discussing money, specifically CAB's financial policy. Okay, specifically, they wanted to change Article 2 of their financial policy, which is Towson University's CAB's financial affairs. And yes, in red is specifically what they wanted to add in, which says the coordinator of campus programming in the Office of Student Activity shall supervise fiasco procedures and controls relating to the collection, allocation, and distribution of CAB's budget and present goods and services. The procedures so established shall be in writing and approved annually by the coordinator of campus programming. CAB shall be bound by these procedures and controls in the collection, allocation, distribution, and disbursement of SGA funds and the procurement of goods and services with SGA funds. Hope that makes sense. And why they specifically wanted this change to happen. So basically, the Office of Student Activities Coordinator of campus programming, specifically CAB's advisor, will be in charge of their finances from here on out, mainly because they believe that they will have more experience and knowledge in the inner workings of CAB. All right. Questions, comments, or concerns? And Director Nduka, if you wanted to add to this as well.
I think you pretty much covered it. It's pretty straightforward, just having our advisor just be in charge of our finances, but you pretty much covered everything.
Chief said, Emma, you have a question?
Yeah, my question was, who was in charge of this beforehand? Was it Miss Vicky?
I believe so. I just know it wasn't like us, but I just want to get it changed so that, you know, the CAB advisor is in charge of our finances now. But yeah, I believe so.
All right, is there any further discussion? If not, then we'll now vote on CAB's financial policy as a whole, or Senate Bill number 3 as a whole. All those in favor? Opposed? Abstaining? Okay, thank you, Director Kapoor. With 10 in favor, the motion passes. All right, are there any motions on the floor?
Senator Thaxton, I move that we review resolution number 33.
Is there a second?
Senator Goodman,
I second.
Is there any discussion? If not, then we'll now move into a vote to review resolution number 33. All those in favor? All opposed? Abstaining? Thank you, Director Kapoor. With that, the motion passes. We're now reviewing resolution number 33.
Point of order, Pro Temp Wheeler, the previous voting count was 10 in favor.
Yes.
Was that a mistake? Because there should only be 9 senators, just for the records for the previous vote.
Yes, Attorney General Robinson had mentioned that a senator had came late. So when she had first counted, it was 9, then the senator came in, it was 10. But yes.
No, perfect. Thank you so much. I just wanted to clarify. Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah, everyone just make sure you're voting because the numbers are inconsistent right now.
There should be 10 senators voting right now.
Okay. Senator Thaxton, would you like to speak on behalf of this bill?
Yeah, I can speak a little bit. And then I guess Senator Dixon will back me up. So basically, this bill concerns the merging of the student student activities leadership awards and like the SGA awards into basically one thing, and also reaffirms what awards and scholarships that SGA finances.
Yep, that is correct. So we'll be basically merging the Student Affairs Leadership Award Ceremony with the student government. No, I'm sorry. We're going to be merging the SGA Leadership Ceremony with the Student Affairs Leadership Award Ceremony. So they become one entity. And that will just further ensure that we can celebrate more student leaders because underneath the 98th administration, there were only 7 scholarships that you can see here. But once we were able to merge the 2 sectors, then we'll be able to celebrate more and they will be funded by the SGA.
Thank you for that. Senator Goodman, you have a comment?
I have a comment and a point of clarification. So my comment is actually I forgot what it was, but I have actually a couple points. Are the award ceremonies, were they intended to both be in person this semester?
I would assume that they wouldn't be in person, but somebody else, if you know for sure, you can correct me on that. But I feel like they would be remote ceremonies.
If they are, if by somehow or another, like how we're trying to have an in-person banquet, if these award ceremonies are in person, don't you think that given the current conditions with everything and the fact that there are all these variants out there, it would be best to have it separate because
Point of clarification.
more people.
So point of clarification, if I could interject, just to make sure there's no confusion for those watching online as well. So the ceremony, also, while I just want to clarify, thank you so much, Senator Dixon and Senator Thaxton, for writing this bill. It's really just a formality that's taking place because this has been happening already. It's just reflecting this change in practice that already has been going on. Unfortunately, SGA, the last bill concerning awards that we've financed wasn't since the 98th administration. So you can see that in the awards listed up here under the Ford administration. So just so you all are clear, this is just articulating something that's already happened. But it's just saying that so that future administrations can look back at the legislation and know what's going on, who's doing what, because sometimes there aren't adequate transition materials and things like that that can make it really confusing. So this is just to reflect it in our records, and it's really just more of a formality. But yes, to answer your question, Senator Goodman, it has taken place remotely in the last year, and they will likely be doing that online. I believe Ashley Huff, who's over it in leadership, did mention it being online again this time around. So I appreciate your concern.
Okay, Chief Amos, you have a question and a recommendation?
Yeah, I have a recommendation. Can you scroll down, please? I'm sorry, this might have been my fault. So we actually don't fund all of those awards. So I am going to recommend that we cut like half of them because we don't fund all of them. So we fund every single one that's the SBA, and we fund the Mary Leaper Award. If I'm not incorrect, that's it. Every other award needs to be cut. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, Director.
I believe you're correct. I realized that later today, so I accept that recommendation.
Okay. Is there a second?
Senator.
I didn't catch. Director Core, did you catch what Senator seconded?
Senator Rank.
Okay. Is there any discussion? If not, then we'll now move into a vote to cut the awards that SJ does not sponsor. All those in favor? All opposed? Abstaining?
Nine in favor.
Thank you, Director Kapoor. With that, the motion passes. Is there any further discussion?
If no further, Senator Goodman here. If no further discussion, call to question.
All right, is there a second?
Senator Dixon, I second.
Is there any discussion? If not, then we'll now vote on resolution number 33 as a whole. All those in favor? Opposed? Abstaining? Okay, thank you, Director Kapoor. Vote count is 9 in favor. With that, the motion passes. All right, and Vice President will have a friendly amendment to capitalize favorable with amendments. Right, are there any announcements? If not, then are there any motions on the floor?
Senator Goodman, I move that we adjourn if there are no further announcements.
Is there a second?
Senator Dixon, I second.
Is there any discussion? If not, then we'll now move into a vote to adjourn. All those in favor? All opposed? Abstaining? Thank you, Director Kapoor. Vote count is 9